So what if I can't benefit from this, but other people can? As long as they don't increase the annual fee, I shouldn't really care. Hey guys, Sebastian from AskSebby. Today we are going to look at some American Express news that you might have missed in the past week. We'll look at some new American Express benefits, some Amex offers that are targeted, and also a pretty interesting opportunity to use your points for maybe a bit more value. As always, there's a chapters tool down below if you're someone who needs to hop around if you get bored of a specific topic. Big favor from you guys, hit that thumbs up button, sacrifice a like, and if you are someone new here, consider subscribing. Starting off, we have American Express adding 2 benefits to the Platinum Card. First one is going to be a Walmart Plus credit of $12.95 every single month, effectively covering the cost of the service. A lot of bloggers, especially travel ones like the Points Guy, generally don't seem that happy about this. They feel like it's devaluing the brand of the Platinum Card, and I kind of get that, but at the same time, it seems fine to me. Let's actually look at the perks because I don't think it's that bad. First one is going to be free shipping with no minimum order size. There is an asterisk saying that it is only for normal stuff, so not for oversized items. Number 2, you get free deliveries for groceries as soon as same day, but there is an asterisk for a $35 minimum here. Third one is prescriptions for as little as $0 or upwards of 85% off depending on what you're getting. If you're someone who needs medication, I think this can be pretty valuable. Number 4 is 5 cents off per gallon at Walmart when you're getting gas. Also at Murphy's for gas as well. Number 5 is scan and go, so you can just scan the item and then leave. I'm not sure why that's necessarily a perk, but technically it is. As someone whose closest Walmart is 30 minutes away who hasn't been to that one, and someone who generally only shops at Walmart if there's a very good deal, Black Friday, and maybe the 5X back quarters, I'm fine with this. The biggest complaint people had about the Platinum Card is that it was too focused on city people, city dwellers, so New York City in particular, because there's a lot of perks over there. But if you are someone who lives in more rural areas or even suburbia, a lot of those benefits are harder to use. I've said this before and I'll say it again, but my parents don't really like to use Uber because it doesn't really make sense for them. It makes more sense for them to drive. A lot of the places they like to go to don't really use services like Uber Eats. As long as they don't increase the annual fee, I don't really care if they add these other benefits that I might not really benefit from. Not really relevant for me, but I'm happy to add it to my own account and sign up for it, and also happy that some of you guys might get it as well. If you are someone that wants to sign up, there is a link for this. I'll either leave it down below in the description box or I'll do a blog post and link to everything in there. The other credit though, I do kind of agree with the hate, so it is not the most beneficial. It's going to be a $300 credit towards a SoulCycle bike, and the cost of the bike normally is $2,500. A bit of me feels like this should have just been an American Express offer that is an option there for Platinum Card holders rather than a perk, but it is what it is. Yeah, actually kind of weird because if you look at all the other benefits they have, it's pretty easy to use. I feel like it fully covers the cost, or is just something that is normal versus a partial amount of that total cost. Even for something like Clear on the green card, you're covering $100, which is about half the cost. So yeah, this feels very different to me. Same thing as before though, as long as they're not increasing the annual fee for this purpose, I'm fine with it and doesn't really bother me. I feel like I've talked about this in prior videos, but I do see this as the new meta for credit cards because it enables them to add benefits, whether you like them or not, and it doesn't hit the bottom line of the company. Or I guess it does for SoulCycle and all these other companies trying to get new users, but it doesn't hurt American Express. In effect, American Express isn't just a credit card company, they're one of the best marketing companies out there. With that though, let me know what you think down below and what benefits you think they should add next. On a side note, if you are someone considering an American Express Platinum Card, I'd recommend checking Card Match to see if you have a targeted offer. I got a bunch of Instagram DMs about this, even from some people who already had American Express cards. Generally though, this is the best starting point for American Express because they try to use that $150K offer to lure in new people. They're pretty much dangling a carrot in front of you, telling you to come in the door. We have a blog post walking through this, and if you want to support the channel, we have links to Card Match on our site, AskSebby.com. If you're not targeted yet and you're in a position to wait, I'd probably just wait for that offer. Also, please make sure that the Platinum Card actually makes sense for you, especially if American Express keeps doing the marketing that they're doing in terms of the credits, because there are a lot of credits that you might not really get value from. So we do have a calculator on this that helps you look through this and actually see how much value that you personally get to make sure that it makes sense for you. I don't really like SoulCycle, so I don't really care about that $300 credit. That's worth $0 to me. But if you are someone who benefits, then that's technically worth $300. Calculator link should also be down below, or you can Google AskSebby Platinum Calculator worth it and it should pop up. Moving on, we're going to do a lightning round of American Express offers. So these are also going to be targeted like a lot of other American Express things. You have to log into your account, scroll down to the bottom, and you should see a ton of them. Reminder that these are for US cards. I think Canada also has offers, but a lot of the other countries don't have things like this. Canada's offers are not as good. Call back to the first section, but if you're someone shopping at Walmart, you can get 5 bonus MR points for your next $500 in Walmart spend. So 5+ points and up to 2,500 points. If you prefer to drive to Walmart rather than order stuff online, BP has an offer where you spend $20 and you get $10 back. 50% back technically, even though it's just $10, but yeah, doesn't really hurt. If you need some music for your drive, Pandora has $9.99 back after spending $9.99. If you're someone who needs to get their caffeine fix and you like Pete's, you can get $2 back for spending $5, and you can do this up to 3 times. If you're someone who'd rather stay at home and watch some shows, then there's a ton of offers for you as well. HBO Max basically spend $100 or more and get $25 back. Showtime spend $8 or more and get $5 back up to 3 times. AMC Plus, you can spend $8.99 or more and get $4 back up to 3 times. Half kidding, but I wouldn't be surprised if one of these end up being a new American Express Platinum perk. Can you guys believe that they're devaluing the Platinum brand like that? If you can't and you're thinking more about travel, then there's a ton of deals for you as well. I'm not really a cruise person, but Royal Caribbean has a pretty good one where if you spend $1,500 or more, you get $500 back. Pretty much 33%, and this seems pretty good to me. You can't use this towards other on-board purchases or towards gift cards. It does have to be towards a booking. If I've learned anything from 2020, cruisers gonna cruise. I just got back from Vegas, but there's a pretty good one for MGM as well. Spend $500 or more and get $100 back for Bellagio, Aria, MGM Grand, and a few other ones as well. Reminder that you do need to book through MGM Resorts for this to count. I tend to book through Fine Hotel and Resorts because there's other benefits I like there better, but just really depends on you. I'd run the numbers to see which one makes more sense for yourself. There's also a similar one for the cheaper ones, the more affordable ones. Spend $300 or more and get $60 back. This is for New York, Luxor, Excalibur, and a few other ones. I would lean towards FHR still, but it just depends on if you care about those other benefits or whether you're looking to cut costs, and especially if you're doing buffets, maybe you don't care about those dining credits. The crazy thing to me is that even though other banks have tried to do similar programs or they have similar programs, no one has been as good as American Express for this. Love it or hate it, they're pretty much the king of brand partnerships. Let me know down below how you're thinking about using these offers, or if there's one that's really good that I ended up skipping that you think the community should know about. Last topic is going to be American Express increasing the value of your points to offset charges that you have made, so purchases you've made on the card. This is highly targeted though, so your mileage may vary and your offer might not be good as someone else's. In order to find if you're targeted or what offer you have, log into your account, go to Explore Rewards. You should see an option to cover your charges with your MR points. For me, it's only 10%, which is not really that good, so only 0.67 cents per point. So for example, $44.22 is going to cost me 6,600 points. Some people are seeing a 40% boost, which is effectively 1 cent per point, which is pretty awesome. On the top end of this seems to be people seeing 50%, which is 1.2 cents per point. Ironically, this is actually higher than the Schwab current cash out, which is only 1.1 cents per point. You could argue that, well, it's not really cashing out because that's directly going to your brokerage. Yes, but as long as you're going to use your card at some point in the future, then you're probably going to be able to do this and it's effectively the same. I feel like people oftentimes get really caught up on this. The big question here though is, why are they doing this and what do you think their end game is? I have 2 potential reasons, even though it's pure speculation, so don't sue me, bro. Number 1 is that they're concerned about regulatory action. Given what's going on in China and the whole Evergrande situation, if we see this reverberate and maybe we see the US regulatory agencies start to have different policies about certain ratios, then by addressing these earlier on, it's probably good for them. Basically, they know something might be happening in the future, so they're cleaning up their books now to make sure that it doesn't look risky. Alternatively, it could just be annual report optimization. So if you actually look into their Q2, you could see that 2011 is a pretty good year for them compared to 2020. It could be them turning these liabilities, so reward points that have not been redeemed, into active expenses because they have so much revenue. If income is up for 2021 and they know that they can beat their earnings per share expectations, then yeah, why not do this? It's pretty much you having a good year and maybe paying off a bit more of your card loan or some other loans that you have, because why not? If you want to learn more about American Express cards, maybe not the Platinum card, maybe other ones out there, and you want to support the channel, we do have links on our site, AskSebby.com, and also down below in the description box. Make sure the links are competitive, but otherwise, huge way to support the channel, so thank you guys in advance. My question for you is, why do you think American Express is doing this? Do you think it's one of these two reasons, or do you think it's just them testing and seeing what people actually value points at? The rationale being that if you see a lot of people redeeming points at a certain rate, then that's the actual price per point. Anyway, if you like this, give it a thumbs up. And if you know anyone else who might benefit, share this with them because it'll probably help them out. But otherwise, hope you guys liked it. See you guys next time.